The argument started with something small. Takeout boxes left on the counter, maybe, or an unopened bill, but it spiraled faster than I could stop it. "You know what?" she snapped, arms crossed, eyes cold. "I out-earn you now. So maybe you don't get to lecture me about spending." Froze. The words stung, sharp and deliberate. For a second, I didn't even hear the rest of what she said. Just that one line, echoing in my head like a slap. She'd been doing well lately. The promotion, the raise, the expensive clothes that appeared in the closet without warning. I'd been proud of her, truly. Until that moment. Until she said it like a weapon. I laughed quietly. The kind of laugh that hides anger behind its teeth. "Congratulations," I said. "Guess that means you can start paying your own bills now." Her expression flickered, surprise, then something like fear. But it was gone in a second. A smirk. "Fine. I can handle it." I didn't expect her to mean it. For years I'd managed everything. Mortgage, car, utilities, her credit card bills that somehow always ran higher than mine. It wasn't about control. It was about care. I took pride in providing for us, even when things were tight. But that night something in me cracked. Maybe it was pride, maybe exhaustion. Maybe I just wanted to see what happened if I stopped being the safety net. So I did. The next month I paid only my half. Mortgage, utilities, split right down the middle. I didn't remind her about deadlines or transfers. I waited. The silence that followed was unnerving. No fights. No complaints. She didn't even mention it. But I started noticing things. Packages stopped arriving. The coffee she used to buy, imported, expensive, was replaced with a generic brand. The luxury candles disappeared from the bathroom. The new dresses she used to flaunt before nights out with her work friends vanished too. When I asked, she smiled like it was all intentional. "I'm simplifying," she said. "Trying minimalism." Minimalism. The word rolled off her tongue like a lie wearing perfume. But she sold it well. She started dressing simpler, talking about financial independence and mindful living. On the surface she seemed calmer, lighter. But something underneath had shifted. We stopped eating together. She'd say she had late meetings or work dinners, and I believed her. Until one night when her meeting ran past midnight. Called. No answer. Texted. Nothing. Around 1 in the morning I heard the front door unlock. I waited in the dark as she crept in, quiet as a thief. "Long meeting," I said from the couch. She jumped, clutching her bag. "Jesus, you scared me." I didn't smile. "Where were you?" "I told you," she said, setting her bag down too carefully. "Work. At 1 a.m. She hesitated, then shrugged. "After meeting drinks." "With who?" Her pause was too long. "Co-workers. Names." "God, are you serious right now?" she snapped. "You're not my father." "No," I said softly. "I'm your husband. There's a difference." He turned away. "You're being paranoid." Maybe I was. But the next morning I checked her bag when she showered. The receipt inside wasn't from a bar. It was from a hotel lounge. 2 cocktails. 2 appetizers. 1 dessert. 2 people. My heart thudded so hard I almost dropped it. I didn't know whether to confront her or wait. I told myself there could be an explanation. Networking, business meeting, anything. But that night, she came home smelling like a stranger. Perfume, new, floral, expensive. Not the one I'd given her last Christmas. "You changed scents," I said. She blinked. "What?" "Your perfume. It's different." "Oh." She smiled faintly. "Gift from a client." I nodded, pretending to believe her, but something inside me twisted. Over the next few weeks, the signs multiplied. She was always on her phone, smiling at messages she'd never show me. She laughed more around strangers and less around me. The space between us stretched wider with each passing day, filled with words neither of us wanted to say. One evening I decided to test something. "Hey," I said casually as she packed her purse. "Need a ride to your meeting?" She froze for a heartbeat before smiling too quickly. "That's sweet, but no. I'm carpooling." "With who?" "Just co-workers." Which ones? Ethan, stop. I held up my hands. Okay. Just asking. She left in a rush. 10 minutes later I followed. I parked a few blocks from her office and waited. I didn't have a plan, just a feeling. At 7:45 I saw her car pull out. She wasn't alone. The passenger was a man. Tall, sharp suit, familiar. I'd seen him once before at a company party. He was the one she'd mentioned in passing, the one who understood her ambitions. I followed at a distance, my hands gripping the wheel so tight they hurt. They drove across town to a dimly lit restaurant. Expensive, private. I watched them through the glass. The way she leaned in. The way he reached across the table. The way she smiled, softer than she had in months. That was the moment I stopped being angry and started feeling empty. When she came home later that night, I was waiting again. "How was your meeting?" I asked quietly. She didn't flinch this time. "Fine." "Who was it with?" "Same group as always." He nodded. "Didn't realize your group included Daniel." Her face went pale. The air shifted. "You followed me," she whispered. "I followed my wife," I said. "I wanted to see where she disappears to every night." She didn't speak for a long time. Then she sank onto the chair, eyes glassy. "It's not what you think." "Then what is it?" She looked at me, tears forming. "I don't know. I thought I wanted independence, but I just wanted to feel wanted again." Her honesty hit harder than any lie could have. "So you found that in him," I said. She shook her head. "No. I found confusion. Guilt. I ended it tonight." I studied her face. Maybe she was telling the truth. Maybe she wasn't. But either way, something between us had already broken. "You said you out-earned me," I said quietly. "But it's not about money, is it? You just needed to feel powerful somewhere." She looked down, ashamed. "I didn't mean to hurt you." "But you did." Silence filled the room again, thick and final. A week later she moved out. She said she needed time to think. I didn't stop her. Months passed. The bills came again, my name alone on them this time. The house was quiet, clean, and painfully orderly. She'd called her new lifestyle minimalism. Maybe that's what it was. The absence of everything that mattered. Sometimes I catch myself looking at the empty side of the bed and wondering if that's what freedom looks like. Tidy, hollow, and unbearably quiet.